You know, it's time to toss out your boxed mac and cheese, your boxed hamburger helper, because this pasta will merge a classic cheeseburger with a mac and cheese for the ultimate combination. You have to check this one out, so let's get into it right now. Full recipe will be on the website. Check it out. Mac and cheese for me is super great because a basic cheese mac and cheese is like a blank canvas and you can do so much with a mac and cheese. If you go on my website, you'll see all kinds of fun twists and turns that I've had fun with when it comes to mac and cheese. And of course, you'll find the classic mac and cheese there as well. There's not that many that are on YouTube with a full video recipe, so let me know which one do you want to see next. So my water here is at a rolling boil. You want to make sure you first season it with your salt and then add in your macaroni. We'll cook this until it's al dente. So now I have my pan here. I'll add in some olive oil and then add in your onions. I've finely chopped these red onions, but feel free to use Vidalia, Spanish, or white onions as well. And you want to just saute these onions until they start to become soft. In right around 8 to 10 minutes, your onions would have become nice and soft, translucent, and now you can add in your minced garlic. Just cook the rawness out of the garlic until it starts to become nice and fragrant and soft. And now adding your meat, you can use the favorite cut of hamburger, whatever kind you like, and then just start breaking that meat with the back of a wooden spoon or a spatula until you no longer see any pink and you've broken apart any large chunks or clumps of meat. That's really going to help give that nice consistency, that meaty texture that we want in our final sauce. Don't forget to season it with some salt and pepper at this stage and then continue cooking this until that meat is no longer pink and we have some browning, some color on the onions and the meat as well. The more brown it is, the more flavor is in there. And when it's ready, add in your passata or pureed tomatoes and then just give this all a good mix and just combine everything together to make one nice, simple meat sauce. Now you just want to let this simmer and reduce and you want to wait until it gets thicker. It should reduce by about a third and it should look kind of like this, a nice thick tomatoey sauce, and it's going to smell incredible, I'm telling you. Now what makes this meat sauce so special is this Worcester sauce or Worcestershire sauce. Add a few drops of that in there and then some spicy habanero sauce. That adds a nice amount of zest into this. You can also use habanero Tabasco in this. Give this all a good mix and we're going to keep simmering this for a few minutes before we add in all of our pasta. Now that pasta water is chock full of flavor and whether I'm using it in a recipe or not, it's always great to reserve some in case you end up needing it. And just look at how great this is going to be. Now you may find that the ratio of the meat to pasta may be a bit off. Maybe you want more meat per pasta. Hey, it's your dish. Go ahead and increase that ratio. Don't forget to season it with some salt before you transfer it all into your casserole. It becomes super complicated to season it once it's already in the casserole, so make sure this is good to eat. Now when it comes to casseroles, you can do one of two things. Either make a giant family-sized casserole where everybody can dip into, or something that I find a bit more special is to have personal-sized casseroles because then everybody gets to crack in to their dish in their own unique way because it's your own personal casserole and it's just so much fun. So I filled my casserole halfway and now I'm going to add in some cubes of some old cheddar cheese. Next, put another layer of pasta on top and then a final layer of cheddar cheese. My oven is heating at about 400 Fahrenheit, so now pop this in the oven and let that cheese melt. And what makes this cheeseburger mac and cheese one of my all-time favorites is just how that spicy warm Worcester sauce and the habanero sauce, the tanginess of it, how that works together with that rich tomato sauce, the onions and the meat. This is just something that you have to try, especially if you like cheeseburgers. And this is what you're going to see after you've let that cheese melt all the way through. And I Especially love that light crust that develops on the sauce, the meat, and the pasta at the top. Share this video with somebody who has to ditch their hamburger helper. And if you want to see more exciting mac and cheese fusion dishes, check out my butter chicken mac and cheese, and I'll link my casseroles playlist for you to survive this winter. See you in the next one.